We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's Mets Baseball on the Show. Next. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
In now, Jonathan. The 1-1. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Marisnik is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire.
And that's through for a base hit.
At the end of the day, it's all about result. He didn't do one thing right from an offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock.
Corey Dickerson.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Another try at 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 6.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. Lifetime in this matchup. He's gone 3 for 8. This one's flared toward left center. Here comes Dickerson, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. McNeil stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Over to VR. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Second inning set to go. Up next from Miami, Garrett Cooper. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is good. The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Ready now for the Marlins, Matt Joyce. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
The 3-1 lifted in the air to center field. Joyce is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Batting fifth.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-2 lifts it into the air to shallow center. Joyce coming on. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The set and the 1-1. Popped him up. Rojas moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. Will move to the third with no score. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now batting, Jorge Alfaro, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 2 balls and a strike to count. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's out number 2.
Batting 9.
At the plate, Caleb Smith.
Caleb Smith.
A bouncer to the left side. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Digging in, Marcus Stroman. A textbook sack bunt situation here. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. Here's the 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Ball, 1 strike.
Line drive to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil rolled slowly to first. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. 3-2 full count. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1 here. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Chopped at third, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Now the pitch. Chopper to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Again, a 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Cespedes is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. They're down 1-0. One and 2, here it comes. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Home run number 9 on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Line toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems. But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Up next to the bat, the third baseman.
So digging in now, J.D. Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. We played 4. It's now 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. He popped out in his first trip. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it. Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, man. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Marlins strike for 3 on the 3. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Marcus Stroman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. 1-2 now. Here it comes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
The count now at 2-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Liner toward right center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Number 6.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. On the year, McNeil is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Anderson is there, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Digging in once again, Miguel Rojas. A hit in 2 tries so far. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to Marlins leave 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. 2 balls and a strike. Marlins have to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Over to Villar. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now a hard liner. Foul.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Ball 4. So stepping in, J.D. Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. This one's down to third. Oh, a diving stop. Hats off to that one. Seventh inning ready to roll. Digging in and looking for more. Brian Anderson popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. John Birdie will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. 1-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they still lead it 3-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means
changes for Miami. Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot. Number 33, Brad Boxberger. Now playing center and batting 9. Number 60,
1-1.
2-ball.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's 1 away. Dominic Smith will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Dominic Smith.
Just hung in there on that one. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Here's Jake Marisnick. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the payoff pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 3-2. Seth Lugo has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Hard ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following. Adam Conley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 61.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Popped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now to the plate, Pete Alonso. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Michael Conforto waits on deck. The 3-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's the 1-1. And he pops it up. Here comes Dickerson. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The catcher, number 40.
So striding in, Wilson Ramos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Line toward the gap in left center. Harrison is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Mets leave one. They trail 3-2. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
The batter.
Stepping up now, Garrett Cooper. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Full count.
Brian Anderson waits on deck. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one will track it down. And this pitch is foul tip right into the glove of Ramos as he stays with it to record the strikeout.
Now batter.
Stepping in, Brian Anderson, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Line drive to left. And a reach, but he can't get there as it falls. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. And I suspect we might see a pinch hitter here, and if that's the case, here's what's left on the Marlins bench. Francisco Cervelli will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Seared down the first baseline. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. One left for Miami. They're up 3-2. Ryan Stanek comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 55. Ryan Stanek.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And the pitch on 2-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
The batter, number 1.
Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Jed Lowry will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 4. Jed Lowry.
Misses. Ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
At the plate now, Jake Marisnick. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The Mets down to their final strike. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game.
It's the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins,